I have 51 questions, Chairman.
Honorable Babu Owino, please, because you're a scholar, just turn those questions into two.
Thank you, Chairman. In the interest of time, then I will only ask 7, which is a number of completion or perfection. And you did say that that revolution led to destruction of food crops. Is there any maize that any Gen Z stepped on, Bwana PS? Number 2, Bwana PS, you talked about the inflation rate, which has declined to 4.1. Yet, when you look at the circumstances in the agricultural field and the pharmaceuticals, you are moving from zero rated to tax exemption at the input level. Don't you think that you're going to increase inflation further because the consumer or the retailer is going to bear these costs when the cost of food substance or the pharmaceuticals products are going to increase? Don't you think that this is going to lead to high cost of living and burdening Kenyans further, now that high cost of living is an issue of concern, the first issue of concern to Kenyans? Number 3, you did project your revenue for the financial year 25-26 in the current budget to be approximately around 3.3 trillion, yet the highest that you've ever collected, is around 2.4 trillion. And this circus goes on, and what you tell us is that the financing will be done through external financing, which will come to around 284 billion, and the domestic financing, which you stated at 291 billion. Is this achievable, taking into account that we have a budget of 4.2 trillion? Number 4, you talked about HELB, and you know that it is an emotive issue with our comrades at different universities, taking into account of the new funding model, which should not be implemented because we'll be going against the court orders. You are not prioritizing HELB. You are not treating it as a matter which is both important and urgent, because you are putting it like, we may consider it. Can we consider HELB? Because you know very well as an economist the role of education in economic development. Literally in everything, education applies. Then number 5, the UHC workers, universal healthcare workers, they've been demonstrating on a daily basis. And we have leadership in this country. And you are the source, you are the owner of the money at Treasury. These ladies and gentlemen have been waking up every morning, not doing anything, even spending various nights, Mr. Chairman, in the cold. Chairman, you know how they wrote you many text messages. Can we consider a budget for the universal health care workers so that they can be employed on a permanent and pensionable basis, and also work on their gratuity, so that we can help these young men and women in this country? Number 6, number 5 is UHC. Number 6, in the current finance bill, is there anything, any tax that is going to be increased on any good or service? Because you've been smelling whispers around that the Gen Zs are coming back. Should there be any tax increment? So let us not increase, let us not suffocate Kenyans. Lastly, Chairman, I said 7 and we agreed. So the last one I would have finished. The last one on KRA, Chairman. Bwana PS, you've come up with a strategy that KRA can access people's accounts without permission. And you know very well that this is infringing, it is against the right to privacy as enshrined in the Constitution and is also against the Data Protection Act, where safety of consumers is exposed. Why are we going this direction? Thank you, Chairman.